Hey guys, what's going on? This is Joe with Let's Go Low Carb, and today I'm going to be reviewing a pizza. This is a pizza that I just saw the other day. I know it's been out probably for a little while. It's by Quest. The pizza is going to be the Meat Lovers pizza. Now, here's the thing. The entire pizza, okay, and it's not a huge pizza, but the entire pizza has 14 net carbs in it. So that means that, is not going to be as many carbs as some other pizzas out there. Even some of the cauliflower crust pizzas have a ton of carbs in them. I was looking at the other ones that they had that were cauliflower crust pizzas, and a lot of those had like 30 something carbs for like a quarter or a third of the pizza. This one has 14 net carbs in the entire pizza. So I'm going to eat this thing tonight. I'm going to test my glucose levels before I eat it and after I eat it. Now keep in mind, I haven't eaten anything for a few hours. So again, I'm going to test my glucose levels before we get into it. And then I'm going to test it like an hour and 2 hours afterwards so we can see how this really affects you when you eat this Quest Meat Lovers pizza that has the low carb crust. So we're going to get into it in a minute. As soon as it's done in the kitchen, I'm going to bring it out here. I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts, not only on the glucose that we test, but we're also going to take a look at how it tastes. All right, so let's go. Okay, I'm back. The pizza is ready. Before I eat the pizza, I'm going to go over a little bit of the box, so just so you can see. This is the Quest. Actually, I thought it was called, it is Meat Lovers. It's the loaded pizza. It's Meat Lovers. It's got a lot of pepperoni and some sausage and some ham on here. And it looks good. It looks like a pizza. It doesn't have like a cheesy like look to it. I mean, it does have the cheese on there, but it doesn't have that, when you're getting that like a fresh pizza at the pizzeria, like it has the cheese melted all on there. It doesn't have that look, but you can see the cheese. So it does, but it doesn't have that fresh cheese look that you would normally expect. But it is a frozen pizza. So what am I supposed to expect? Again, it says 5 net carbs per serving, but I don't know how they're figuring that out. I'm looking at the back right here. It's saying that in the whole pizza, there are 51 carbs and 37 dietary fibers. So that's 14 carbs. I guess it's 1/3 of a pizza, and each third of a pizza has 17 carbs and 12 dietary fibers. So basically 15, 14 carbs in the whole thing. So let's go over real quickly what it tastes like. So we see what it looks like. It's on the plate. So your average size plate, so it's a little bit smaller than the plate. So let's dive into this thing and see what it tastes like. I'm going to eat one of these pieces that has a lot of meat on it over here on this side. And see, it did say to let it sit for 3 minutes. I let it sit for a little bit longer than that. But I'm going to, now, doesn't feel flimsy, which I thought it would, because I've had some keto crusts before, and they're floppy, like really bad. So that's one thing I really like about this, is it's not floppy. Some of the places that I've had the keto pizzas and stuff like that, they just don't feel like they support the stuff that's on top. So that's one good thing for this. So let's bite into this and see how this goes. There's not a lot of sauce on here either. It's okay. I followed the instructions. I just want to make sure I follow the instructions. I probably would say I cooked it in there for like about 22, 23 minutes. I would probably cook it longer on the bottom. It says to cook it on a pan. I would probably take it off a couple minutes and just cook just on the rack by itself for a couple minutes and see how that does. If you want a little bit crispier of a crust or a more done crust. But taste-wise, it's pretty decent on the top. The crust just doesn't feel like it's done enough for me. Let me take one more bite. Overall, it's not bad. By the way, I took my blood sugar level before I sat down. I was at 83. So we're going to test the blood sugar level in an hour, and then maybe in an hour and a half, and then 2 hours. So we'll check that out. So I'm going to finish eating this off camera, and then I will let you guys know what happens at the 1 hour mark and at the 2 hour mark, maybe at the 1.5 hour mark, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm back. So here's what happened. I went in and I cooked the pizza a little bit longer to give it a little bit more done flavor, done taste to it. Also get the crust a little bit more crispy, a little bit more done, if you will. So I put it back in the oven just directly on the rack for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it did help. So I will tell you that. I will also tell you that I'm not a big fan of the pizza. I may still eat it, but it's not going to be something I'm going out there and searching for and trying to find, because it's not one of those things that I really liked. I've had other pizzas that I've liked better. For example, the one at Your Pie, it's a pizza place, is called Your Pie, and they have a great keto crust pizza. So that's my favorite one so far. This one, it's okay for an at-home one, but as far as the carbs go, it's great. And let me just tell you what happened with my glucose, because that's one of those things that you look at and you go, was this good or was it not good? So when I ate the pizza, right before I ate the pizza, I was at 83. At a half an hour, I was at 80. At 1 hour, I was 80 on my glucose level. At an hour and a half, I was at 83. And at 2 hours, when it's going to usually be highest, I believe, it was at 90. So really, it did not affect my glucose levels at all for the amount of carbs that were in there, 14 or 15 net carbs. So look, if you want to try out the pizza, I would say definitely go give it a try, see what you think. I think it could use a little bit more cheese and a little more sauce. Maybe I'll put some more of my own cheese on it next time after it gets to the point where it's pretty much cooked, so I can get a little bit more of that flavor. I wish that Quest would put a little bit more sauce on it, because you really don't need a lot of carbs in the sauce. Maybe add like a little bit more sauce to give it a little bit more flavor. But overall, I mean, I think if you're looking for a pizza that's not going to affect your that's not going to affect your glucose levels, Quest is a good option. So definitely check them out. I got mine at Walmart. You could probably get it at Walmart. It's over in the plant-based section. So definitely, in my opinion, it's worth giving it a shot. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure that you subscribe below to the channel and like this video and share the videos with people who are trying to go low carb and want to know, hey, what are some good options for me that taste good or don't taste good? What do I need to look for? What do I need to stay away from? That's what we're here for, to help you live that low carb life.